Great ride,
Good morning.
great cruise.
I'm Be the Rider PA.
Ohio. Brian
This is
and
me having
myself,
coffee
Be the Rider PA. I've already talked
with Mr. HDR first thing in the morning.
I think it's Adventure Harley Davidson.
Enjoy the show.
The day that Adam
It'll be
is
great.
coming.
We're going to Adam
We're going to
Sandoval.
ride with Adam Sandoval.
Hope to see you there.
Convoy from there.
Have a great day. Enjoy the ride.
Washington,
and enjoy the
PA
show.
To Steel City. Yes, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to another rendition of Coffee with your good old pal, Harley Day Rider, better known by many as HDR. Guys, good morning. Thank you once again to Be the Rider PA for that great intro he sent me this week. You know, it's great to see you guys get out in your garage or get out by your bikes there and create an intro for the good old Coffee with HDR show. This is show number 116 for Saturday, April the 1st. And guys, I got bad news. Bad news on the horizon. Because friends out there listening, this is going to be show number 116. And this is the final show that HDR will ever do. It's a sad day. It is a sad day to know that this will be the final show that will ever come out of the beautiful HDR studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. But some things have to come to an end. April Fools! I got you, didn't I? I got you out there. April Fools, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Fool somebody, fool your friends. And yes, all you are my friends here this morning. I tell you what, man, that was scary, huh? You're like, oh man, no more coffee with HDR. What am I going to do every Saturday morning? If I don't have coffee with HDR, I can't have coffee on Saturday morning, and it just wouldn't be the same, right? Guys, 116 shows. That's monumental. This is the longest running, consecutively running motorcycle topic live stream on YouTube. And that's a great thing, right? I should get an award from YouTube. I should get one of those big play buttons or something for my wall for longest consecutive running show. So everybody out there, vote for me. Go to youtube.com/vote for your favorite live streamer and click on Harley Day Rider, HDR, Coffee with HDR. You'll see it in the list, right? Once again, that's youtube.com/vote for your favorite live streamer. Okay, vote for me, right? Get me one of them big plaques, right? Anyway, let's go through here this morning. See, Mike Bonine already said, oh no, final show. That was April Fool's joke. Today's April 1st. All right, let me get my mouse working here and go up there and say good morning to everybody. We got a large crowd coming in here this morning, as always, and that's a wonderful thing to see there every Saturday morning. Good morning to Payne's Rides. And he says, man, I hope the live stream holds up this week. So do I, my friend. So do I. Road Glide Andy, Captain Ed, Chuck Henson, Payne's Rides. No riding today. Got to get some painting done. I have to do some cement work this morning. Dean C's in the house. Pete's 1800. Life is a highway. Let's get the show on the road. Hey, wait, let me say. Life is a highway. I'm going to ride it all night long. Okay, that's it. Chuck Henson, good morning. Debbie's in the house. Mallory, good morning to brother and friends. Be the Rider PA, good morning. Thank you for that wonderful intro this morning. Goofy Bastards in the house. HDR Traveler, Paul. The Real Jackie Boy, good morning. Nice to see you in there this morning. Bob Nelson, good to have you on board there with us. HDR Traveler, Goofy Bastard. HDR Road Glide Andy. What intro? You missed the intro. Catch the new intro at the 30-minute mark. 30-minute mark. The Dusty Chronicles, Goofy Bastard. Pete's 1800, April Fool's joke. There you go. I had to have one. I looked at that date and I was like, oh yeah, I got to throw one in there this morning. HDR trying to be funny. Bronco Rod, I don't try to be funny. I actually had a phone call from Last Comic Standing and they said they wanted to get me on the show. And I said, well, I just wasn't available on that date when they wanted me there. So, Throttle Therapy, good morning. Darn was looking for some good news. There's always good news on the HDR channel here. Northern Adventures. Northern? Yeah. I like how you did the EN. That's kind of an interesting kick on your name there. Northern EN. Mike Bonine. Mike, I got to see you, man, on Saddle Tramps YouTube channel. That was awesome, man. You went to see the Forgotten Angels. I wish I could make that, but it's always during the school year and I can't go. Pink's Adventures. Road Glide Andy. D.A. Bishop's in the house. Good morning. Good to have you in there. Jim Wilson. 9mm James. Good morning to you. Boots and Jeans is in here this morning from California. Glad to have you on board there. I know it's kind of early. Thank you for joining us this morning. Early for you, Boots and yeah, it is early for Boots and Jeans. Real glad Andy didn't miss it. It didn't play. It did play. It played just fine. I don't know how you guys missed it. I don't know how it played fine. Hold on. Let me show you one more time here. Then we'll show you again at the intro. Hold on. Great ride.
Good morning.
Cruise.
I'm Be the Rider PA.
Ohio,
This is me having coffee
Be the Rider PA. I've already talked
with Mr. HDR first thing in the morning.
I think it's Adventure Harley Davidson.
Enjoy the show.
The day that Adam
It'll be great.
Coming.
We're going to Adam Sandoval.
Ride with Adam Sandoval.
Hope to see you there.
Convoy from there.
Have a great day. Enjoy the ride.
Washington,
and enjoy the show.
Steel City. All right, there you go. There it was again. I just played it again so you can actually see it come up there. It doesn't play when you start the feed. Well, that was interesting. It didn't play when I started the feed. Maybe I need to let the feed start first a little bit extra, then play it, because it might have played before the feed was actually running. So sorry about that, but there could always be a glitch on a live stream. So if you happen to miss it, go to Support Bikers Facebook page. Click on the, Toby will tell you what tab to click on, past broadcast or something to that nature, or archives or something. I did a video with Toby Northern and Bob and Tammy and Windroad Therapy on Thursday night. It was a long one. The stream's about an hour and a half, roughly. But we talked about all the joys and, benefits, or sometimes not benefits, of live streaming. And there's some good questions, great questions in there. We had a lot of great topics going on. And first time I ever met, actually, Bob and Tammy from Bob and Tammy's Great Adventures. It's a retired couple, and they live stream pretty much every day. So that was really interesting to see that. And it was a lot of fun to be on the show with them, because they have a lot of information about live streaming. So we talked about PA riders meeting up. Would Bedford be good for everyone or anyone? Talked about PA riders meeting up. Yeah, Bedford would be good for us here in this area where myself and Be the Rider PA is. Goofy Bastard. Bedford would be a pretty good location, depending on your dates when you want to meet up. I've always wanted to ride with Goofy Bastard. I think he's a wonderful gentleman. He has a great YouTube channel. And, talk about a few things with that, because I've been watching a few YouTube channels. And, like myself, I mean, we're not large channels, right? We don't have 200,000-300,000 subscribers, and you're not, cutting, 500,000 or 600,000 views per video. And sometimes that does get people down a little bit, right? They start to rethink what they're doing. They wonder if what they're doing even matters. Goofy Bastard, I know you matter 100%, guys, as all of you do. As well as there's another one I've been watching. God, I can't remember his name for the life of me. But he's been doing a lot of videos lately about, is motovlogging dead? Is, stream is... riding a motorcycle around talking dead, is it something that's going to go away? I don't think it's going away. I think we just need to reinvent ourselves. I've been thinking of quite a number of ways to reinvent my channel. Not really. I tried renaming it to HDR Adventures. That didn't work. When I renamed the channel, I actually lost about 150 subscribers. So I took it back to Harley Day Rider, because that's the original, right? That's HDR. And that's what my shirts say. Miss HDR said, we have all these beautiful sweatshirts and everything that we wear around. Maybe you better put the name back, because we don't want to buy new sweatshirts. I mean, those babies were like $40 a pop, and I bought three or four of them. So changing a channel name is a good thing. I mean, it gives you a new life, right? It gives you new adventures out there, new things you can do. But um, anonymous biker, good morning to you. Glad to have you on board here with us this morning. Just catching up some of these. Robert Bucky, good morning to you. In Waterbury, south of Waterbury, good morning. Glad to have you on board here with us this morning. Gotta have to back up as a producer. Boots and jeans. I'm just kind of going over some of this. Paynes Rods in Bristol. Harley Girl's on the channel. Good morning, Harley Girl from Canada. Nice to have you on board here with us this morning. Good morning, Harley Girl. Harley Girl, good morning. Okay, seems like Bedford would be a good. Just got to come up with a date. Yeah, you got to come up with a date. Goofy Bastard, myself, I'm only available in select weekends in June and July. So June and July is my travel time when I can get the bikes out and actually go ride somewhere. So, but yeah, for life, me, I can't think who the other gentleman is. But I don't, like I said, I'm just looking at trying to reinvent what I'm doing instead of just riding around the motorcycle with the helmet cam on and the talking head and you're looking at the front of the bike. That worked for a while, but it's even funny now because YouTube started this thing. I don't know if you guys noticed on your TV, like when you hover or when you first click on a video, it gives you like a 3 or 4 second clip of like what it is, right? And it dawned on me that if it's a clip of you riding on your motorcycle, a lot of people aren't going to view that anymore. So get off the motorcycle, introduce yourself at the beginning of the video, standing looking at the bike or just talking to the camera, and then get on a ride, because then the people are going to be pushed into, hey, this is pretty cool. I can see the person, right? Because a lot of times they never have this connection. They don't see the people. So I thought about changing the channel name to Can-Am Cowboy, but decided against it. Yeah, Smyrna Cowboy, you will always be the Smyrna Cowboy. See, we know you by that. We know who you are. We know what you represent, and we know what you ride, and we know where you ride. And I could even associate Smyrna Cowboy with people that he's met through his channel that came to ride with him. So, I believe 2 of those people were Mike Killy 7 and Moose came to meet the Smyrna Cowboy and take a ride with him, went to lunch with him. So stuff like that. You can associate people with who you are based around that name, right? It's like we have superhero names. That's what they are. Smyrna Cowboy is a superhero, right? Goofy Bastard, superhero. Be the Rider PA, again, superhero. But instead of wearing capes, we wear motorcycle helmets. So, Pink's Adventure said, my channel is so small and new that I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going with the build it, and they will come thinking. That's what's great about motovlogging. You can be mysterious. Yeah. Talk to anonymous biker, man. You've never seen his face on a video, and he's growing leaps and bounds. Right, the guy's an amazing person. But I think in his name, as soon as you click on his channel, you're not going to see him because he's anonymous, right? And that's huge. What a play on a name. I mean, what a thinking about a name. Pete's 1800 started his channel when he only had, believe it or not, one motorcycle in the garage. I think the Goldwing, the 1800 Goldwing. Now he has multiple vehicles, multiple motorcycles in the garage, so he could be called Pete's multiple motorcycle rider. But and the thing about it, guys, really, if you think about it, people don't go to our YouTube channels as much as you might want to believe that. People pick our videos up on recommended videos from YouTube. They pick them up because they're subscribed to you and they come up on their feed, but we don't go to your channel, So even the banner's not even a super big deal. The channel itself is there. And I do go to some channels, but I go to channels because I want to click on the video link and watch all the videos. Once I enjoy somebody's video, I'll go to their channel, click on the video link, and I'll start binge watching all their videos, right? And it's interesting to me because I comment on these older videos and they're like, wow, somebody's watching this video that I did 5 years ago. Yeah, because it's still relevant. So that's pretty cool stuff. But Pink, yeah, your channel's great. Pink's Adventures, your channel's great, and we all, and I always told Bodine 52 this because when I first met him, he had 9 subscribers, and we were on a group ride with him, his wife, myself, and my wife, and we're talking on the headsets, and I said, Bob, I said, remember this, I said, everybody starts at number one, and you work your way up. You try to gain subscribers or viewers or whatever your intent is. I mean, some guys' intents are just to record stuff, put them up online for their own benefits, right? For your historical benefits. One of my big pushes with YouTube is putting stuff up online because my grandkids are going to be able to watch my videos long after I'm dead and gone. They'll still be able to see videos of mine and, know what kind of a person I was. So I think that's key. I think that's really important. Smart Cowboy said, I even rode with a motovlogger named Bronco Rod a couple of times. Yeah, I don't know that Bronco Ride. I don't know that motovlogger. Bronco Rod. It's going to change his logo now. He's going to have, instead of a map of Maryland, he's going to have a map of Tennessee. It's going to be awesome. So it's good to see. First trip down, planning the next camping trip to the BR Parkway, Paul said. I am sharing videos for my grandchildren too, Jack. Harley Girl said. Yeah, I think that's key. What are you doing a channel for? And I've always told Miss HR, and she knows this. And guys, if you ever meet me, you may pick up on this a little bit. There's 2 things in life you can be. Now, sometimes people get both, but either or. You're either going to gain fame or fortune. I've always wanted people to know me before I'm no longer here. I think that's key. So I like to, it's not fame. I mean, but YouTube makes you feel famous, right? It makes you feel kind of warm inside. Like people see what I'm doing out there. They're looking at me, or they're coming to my channel to see what you're doing, right? Pretty exciting stuff. So the Real Jack Boy said, almost any weekend for a Bedford meetup is good for them. Weekend of Own or Gettysburg Bike Week. Anonymous Biker says, as long as I don't become Bodine 52, I'm good. Anonymous Biker. And I know you and Bodine talk a lot. He told me you guys text a lot. And he has people's phone numbers that I don't. I don't have Anonymous Biker's phone number. Anonymous Biker, put your phone number up here on the chat so we can all text you and talk to you. We want to know what you're up to too. I know you're looking for a new motorcycle just because I heard that through the grapevine. And I even know what bike you're looking at, and I hope you buy it. I seriously hope you buy that. So, I have a framed Harley Davidson autograph in my bathroom. Boy, Bronco Rod, it's a nice place for me to hang in your bathroom, man. What? Put me in your living room, man, so your guests can see me. That's where you need to put me. I'm just kidding. That's cool. Bob Nelson, Harley Day Rider. Story is out that Sean Smoke had a... Oh, man, no. Oh, Bob, that's sad news, buddy. Sean Smoke, I hope he's okay, man. My prayers go out to that guy because he is a wonderful, wonderful guy. And, man, that's just... I hope he can recover quickly and get back up to where he was. I mean, he's a pretty healthy guy. He looks pretty healthy. Sean Smoke always looks healthy. He is always energetic, and he has that great deep voice, that Mrs. HDR loves to listen to. And just a remarkable, remarkable guy. Guys, that is so sad to hear. That's the kind of stuff that shakes and rocks the motorcycle community, the YouTube community. When one of our fearless, famous leaders, and Sean Smoke is a leader of motovlogging, he went now more or less to like a daily blog because, and guys, you know how hard it is to do a motovlog once a week and edit it and get a thumbnail and do and post it online, right? This man can post a video every single day. And that's saying a lot. He doesn't sleep a whole lot, but he does post a video every day. Oh, Bob Nelson says he's in the hospital now. There's something vibrating here. I don't know if it was my phone. Well, I don't even know where my phone is. He's in the hospital now. Oh man, Bob, man, my prayers go out. I got to try to find out what hospital he's at so we can send some get rail cards, maybe some flowers to his room or something. Is that still a thing? Do we still send flowers to people that are sick? Definitely send a get well card. You know, uh, when shoot, when you get older, your brain starts to slipping. When Drew um, got injured, I sent him a couple get well cards because the community comes together, right? We circle around each other to try to help each other feel better quickly, right? Help each other feel better. Um, old man Ronan, I've talked about him a lot. He's in Ohio, and now he's battling a bad form of cancer. Another great man, somebody that you always think, I want to get on a motorcycle and I want to go visit this person. And then you keep putting it off. Well, what happens is when you put it off long enough, it gets to the point where the guy's sick, something's wrong with him, and then you feel even worse that you didn't go visit him when they're healthy. He's just a remarkable guy. He's one of the guys that got me into the whole Royal Enfield Himalayan thing. He loves the Himalayan. He loves Royal Enfield. He's a Harley guy. Don't get me wrong. He is a Harley Davidson guy. He's built pretty much all of his Harley Davidsons. He has like 6 or 7 bikes in the garage, and just a remarkable person. And health. Just to say this plain outright, guys. And a lot of you have been through stuff. Health is a bitch, right? When we feel good, we're energetic, we have life in us, we want to do things. When health hits you, when a health scare hits you, man, it just rocks your world. And it's just so sad, so extremely sad. But anyway, get well, Sean Smoke. Yeah, we're all sending our prayers to Sean, our love to Sean, because like I said, he is a remarkable guy. And that's sad, man. You just rocked my world, Bob, this morning because I didn't hear that yet. So, and I don't know how to take in that news, but I hope he recovers. I'm sure he will. Like I said, he's a strong individual, really strong individual, and I hope everything goes extremely well for him. These motovlogging legends, right? And just like a movie star, right? Every Sunday we watch this thing on Sunday morning. I don't know what it's called. It's got trumpets playing. I call it the trumpet show. Mrs. HDR knows what I'm talking about. Maybe it's called Sunday morning. But at the end of that, they always have superstars that have died, or actors or directors or sometimes people you don't even know, but that's their community, right? And it rocks your community. So, yeah, I hope he's doing well. So we'll all send our well wishes to Mr. Sean Smoke, one of the true godfathers of motovlogging, and a wonderful thing there. So. Got to get up and ride this morning, Mike says. Mike Bonine is a rider, and I don't know why Mike Bonine don't build a YouTube channel because he's everywhere. He's everywhere. And when I seen him with Saddle Tramp and how he's a good friend of Saddle Tramp's and how he actually helped him out, I won't tell you about that, though. Go to Saddle Tramp's video when he went to Forgotten Angels in his van and let him tell you the story of what Mike Bonine did for him. That's leaps and bounds, guys. What he did for somebody, went out and did something out of the goodness of his heart to help another motorcyclist was above and beyond. Mike, I applaud you, buddy. I really do. And that was a wonderful thing you did for him. So I was supposed to meet, remember last year when we were on vacation? Last year or year before? It had been last year. Shit, I get my years mixed up anymore. We were supposed to go, myself and Miss HDR were supposed to go down to meet Saddle Tramp. I have his, I don't have his number. Yeah, I do have his phone number now. So I have his phone number. We're texting back and forth. We get to the point where we're looking at the weather, and for 2 days, Mississippi was going to have a typhoon. I mean, it was going to be bad. This rainstorm coming through, guys, was gnarly. There's no way in the world we could have rode through it. And to this day, to this very minute, it upsets me that I didn't go meet and hang out with Saddle Tramp. Because we meet motovloggers, then we get your phone number, we start chatting back and forth, and there's a more close connection. The one time with actually, it was funny because one time I commented on Sean Smoke's videos, and Sean probably gets about 10 billion comments for every video. Okay, and you guys know when you start to get more and more comments, it gets harder and harder and harder to answer those. You want to communicate with people, but it does get harder to communicate. I commented on one of Sean Smoke's videos. I don't even know which video it was, but he blew me away. And I showed Miss HR. I came out and said, he responded. Look what he said. He said, HDR, all the best to you and your family also, or something. It might have even been a canned comment, but he called me HDR. My name on my YouTube comments clearly says Harley Day Rider, but he knew that I went by HDR. That made me happy. Right? So, Bodine 52 is in the house. Good morning, Bob. Glad to have you on board there this morning. Real Jackie Boy, Pink's Ventures, Northern Ventures. We're just going through these, making sure we cut everybody there. Yeah, we got another great group of people in the house this morning, as always, and that's a big thing there, to have a great group of people in the house. Guys, I went out the other day on the Himalayan and I recorded 2 really great videos. I thought, man, these videos are awesome, man. It's really, really good stuff. I came home. Now, many of you know I got rid of my Senna 10C Pro, right? I sold it off. But I remember one time that Bronco Rod said it's always good to have 2 cameras on your helmet because if one doesn't pick up audio, the other one will. Think of that for a minute. So, okay. Or if one doesn't pick up video, at least you have some video from the 10C. You know, maybe it's a side helmet, you don't like it, but you have some video of what you did. I got home. I took my SD card out of the GoPro, because now I'm using the GoPro with a wired microphone, right? GoPro 7. I put it in the computer. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be a good video, you know? And I started watching the video, and it dawned on me right away that the wired microphone only records one channel. Okay, one channel. Now, if you ever got a video and you're listening to it, and it's only coming out of your left speaker. Traditionally, that's what it is. It's usually the left channel. You have to go into your post editor. Okay, so I use DaVinci Resolve. I can go to audio settings, and what I could do is mix channel 1 and mix that to channel 2. I just changed channel 2 to channel 1, and then it comes out as a mono. But when you hear it, it comes out of both your speakers. Okay. Well, this audio was coming out of both speakers. It dawned on me, it's like, something's weird, man. It actually worked. There's something better. Something happened. Yeah, something happened, all right. My internal microphone in my helmet, for whatever reason, was not connected all the way, didn't pick up. All you hear is this. I'm going to let you hear this. Ready? This is what you hear in my video. Hey, guys. This is... It was weird. I went down to Miss HR. I said, oh my God. She said, what? I said, well, it happened. She said, what happened? I said, the cameras bit me in the butt. So, because that's what happens, right? It was plugged in, but I must not have it in all the way. So right away, I threw the GoPro back on the helmet, sitting here in the HDR studios, and I put my helmet on my head, and I unplugged the mic, and I talked, and I plugged the mic in, and I talked. So it is working. I thought maybe there's something wrong with the microphone or it's broken wire. Anything can happen. So I just didn't have it plugged in all the way. I mean, I'm sure that happens to every single motovlogger out there. Let's see. Jackie Boy says, Bodine, some of the PA guys are kicking around to meet up this summer. Since you're an honorary PA guy, don't tell Bob he's an honorary PA guy. He met me. I lived in Pennsylvania my whole life. He met me, and 2 weeks later he called me up. He said, yeah, we're moving to Michigan, dude. We got to go. And he left the state of Pennsylvania. Honorary Pennsylvania guy. Come on. Oh. No, Bob's always welcome to the PA meetups. He did have a Pennsylvania license plate for a while, so that's what it takes. If you've ever had a Pennsylvania license plate, you can come to the PA meetup. So that would be good to see. But Dawn on the Run, good morning. You said this happened to you too. Felt you were tagging too close, Jack. There you go, Bob. That's why. Bob said he rides too close. He's telling Mrs. Bodine, these people, ride too close. They ride too fast. No, that wasn't true at all. Morning, Jarvis Biker. I see you're in there this morning. Ricky KM, good morning to you. I just bought a GoPro 8 and a media mod. I have been watching so many camera videos on YouTube. It's crazy. What did you say to offend him so much, HDR, that made him want to leave? Jackie Boy, you know what I did to offend Bob so much? I called him friend. He's like, oh, crap, I can't be friends with that guy. No. What actually made him actually mad was my wife. No, I think more me. I talked his wife into buying his Ultra Limited. Remember when he bought the Ultra Limited before I talked him into the Road Glide? And he was mad because I made him spend so much money and get rid of the black denim Street Glide that he had because he loved denim. He loved the denim paint. He said it was so easy to take care of and it's always stayed shiny. And that's why he left because I made him spend all that money. But, that happens. Oh. Uh-oh, station F. Oh, 30-minute mark. I didn't recognize that name. Who said that? 30-minute mark. Oh, HDR Traveler. Hey, there you go. Mid-show commercial, Northern Adventures. Okay, let's play it. Great ride.
Good morning.
Cruise.
I'm Be the Rider PA.
Ohio,
This is me having coffee
Be the Rider PA. I've already talked
with Mr. HDR first thing in the morning.
I think it's Adventure Harley Davidson.
Enjoy the show.
The day that Adam
It'll be great.
Coming.
We're going to Adam Sandoval.
Ride with Adam Sandoval.
Hope to see you there.
Convoy from there.
Have a great day. Enjoy the ride.
Washington,
and enjoy the show.
Still City. There you go. Be the Rider PA out in his garage. Where he gets so mad when I tell people this because he's like, quit telling people I tear my motorcycle all apart in the wintertime and clean it and put it back together. But he does. And he gets mad because he don't want you to know that he can tear your engine apart. There's Be the Rider PA. And then have you ever seen Baxter's Garage? Be the Rider PA actually trained Baxter. He taught him how to tear engines apart. Now, Baxter does it more than Be the Rider PA does. But, because he has a shop now, Be the Rider PA does not. But of course now, let's talk about something else here. I guess something else interesting about Be the Rider PA because he called me the other day. As he does, we talk every now and then. We text a little bit, then we start talking because we get tired of typing. So, Be the Rider PA told me the other day. Now, many of you, Road Glide Andy also said, I seen your comment in there, buddy, that you also had a part of Bonine 52 buying a Road Glide. It is the Road Glide pressure, right? All of us Road Glide owners pressure these people in that have these Street Glides or have these Ultra Limiteds or have these whatever other bike you may have into buying Road Glides. We pressure you into it. Here's what Be the Rider PA told me about the Road Glide. So the Road Glide, you might have seen some leaked pictures out there, this new CVO Road Glide. And they built a new fairing, okay? Now, the new fairing also has something that HDR has been saying for many, 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 many years now. Ever since I rode an Indian motorcycle and I touched that button and the windshield went, the windshield went up and down. I said, Harley needs this. Harley is finally introducing the electric windshield on their new Road Glide CVO with a brand new, guys, the lights now on the front of it curve around because they heard people saying when you take a Road Glide and you lean into a corner, the lights don't bend. I don't know what the hell that means because lights don't bend on any motorcycle. So what they did was they took the headlight now and they put it around the fairing. So now your headlight shines out to the left and right. It shines to the forward. It shines everywhere. Here's why I'm telling you this. In 2024, that bike's coming out in 2023. It'll be out in about a couple months, right? In 2024, the standard Road Glide fairing front end is going to be the new CVO front end design. That's going to be on all Road Glides. Now, why are they doing this? This came straight from the Harley factory. I talked to a guy there on the phone the other day. I was doing an interview with him. And I said, so why would Harley change the fairing on a Road Glide? He goes, well, there's been such a big success. So many people own them. There's no reason to buy a new motorcycle now because they're quite happy with them. So we're going to give you a new fairing. Now everybody's going to rush out and buy the brand new Road Glide with the wraparound fairing. So that's why they're doing it. So that bike should be out in January of 2024. So if you're even considering right now buying a new Road Glide, hold off. Because if you buy one this year, you're going to want to trade it next year. Okay, so I'm just sending it out there to you. But I just wanted to put that out there to you. Road Glide Andy said, Harley Day Rider, those pictures are, they are not fake. They are not fake. Jim, Be the Rider PA, works for Harley Davidson, and he has inside information. Those are not fake pictures, guys. Those are absolutely true. So you can believe anything's fake, right? But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there to you. You heard it here first, right? I should retitle this whole live stream. I should retitle the live stream Harley Davidson to release new Road Glide fairings. I should title it and be first to report on that, but I'm not going to. Adaptive headlightings are real, Paul said. It's a real thing. It's really important. The real Jackie Boy said, Harley convinced me to buy a new bike in 2014. They haven't convinced me again since. Real Jackie Boy, I'm the same way, right? Be the Rider PA convinced me to buy a new motorcycle in 2018, and I'm not getting convinced again, right? 2 more payments, a couple more payments. Now, you know how this works, though, guys. As soon as you pay something off, you know it's going to blow up. You know my Road Glide will blow up before the end of this season, and, you know, I'll have to get a new engine in it or something, like a 142 crate engine or whatever they'll be selling at that point. You know, I mean, I got a really good independent guy, and I still got 2 years left on my warranty. So that's a bonus, right? 2 more years left on the warranty. So I hope to keep this bike since it's going to be paid off at least for 2 years of paid off time. And then maybe buy a new retirement bike when I go to retire. So we'll see how that works. Seems I buy a new bike, Bob says, every 2 years. That might sell me. Bob, it seems like you buy a brand new bike every year. But I'm just not, you know, I'm just saying. You know, because you got that beautiful, beautiful Heritage now, man. That's a great looking bike. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up here. Things I don't need to worry about, the HD lineup. Pete's 1800, yes, you do, because they're also coming out with, and I know you're going to buy it. I know you're going to buy it. They're coming out with a, what was it? A 2100cc Pan America. And I know you're on a bigger bike, a bigger adventure bike. So, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying. Windroad Therapy, good morning to you. Harley 103 said, where did you find those pics, Andy? You can actually find those. Look closely at the pics. Harley Davidson is spelled wrong. The cam cover is from an Indian. Yeah, you're talking about the 2 pictures, the 2 spikes sitting side by side, Anthony. That's not the one I'm talking about. There's a video came out from Harley Blip, or Blip Harley Blip, who actually works for a Harley Davidson dealer. And his stuff is always spot on and very, very true. So check him out. He's got about, 1.5 million subscribers. So he is a word of authority for sure. But Be the Rider PA is a word of authority now too, because he works for Harley. I mean, so, he knows what's coming down the pike. He's not a postman anymore. He graduated. So, you want a smaller ADV bike? No, if HD talked about that 975, and then they also talk about a 450 or a 350 Pan America, something smaller than a 975. Maybe it was the 975. I'm not really sure. If Harley makes a Road Glide look like an Indian, I'm buying a Goldwing. Road Glide, Andy, you'll never buy a Goldwing. You just like to talk. You'll never own a Goldwing. Road Glide Andy is a Harley guy in and out. Every bit of him is Harley Davidson, So that's just, you would never buy a Goldwing. I heard it's coming at Pete's 1800. Harley Girl said it is coming, the 975. Waiting on the 975, Paul said. Northern Ventures, Harley Day Rider, all the hype before the physical bike is even released, announced, or on the showroom floor. This is marketing genius. You're right. It is, very much. Nothing wrong with the Goldwing. And Motor Rambling, you're right. There's nothing. I love the Goldwing. I wanted to buy one, but Mrs. HDR didn't like the way the passenger pillion seat sat. We sat on at a show. I got pictures. If I can find them, I'll show you them next week of us sitting on there. Bonine actually took the pictures of myself and Mrs. HDR sitting on the Goldwing, because like I said, I could be Honda Day Rider, right? Very easily, keep the same name. But she just didn't like the way it felt. So I loved the way it felt. I want to demo one, but Honda does not have demo days. They just don't allow you to. I don't know if they're so superior that they don't need to let anybody demo their motorcycles or what the case is. But why on earth wouldn't you have, like, you go to a Honda dealer and say, well, can I take out that Goldwing? No, no. Why can't I take out the Goldwing? No, you can't demo it. Dude, I came in here on a 950-pound Harley Davidson motorcycle. I'm sure I can handle that Goldwing. No, no. It's Honda's statute, right? Their rules say nobody demos a motorcycle. I don't know. Told you guys we were ready to go on a demo day here. It's coming up in the end of this month, the end of April. Right, we're in April. I'll be riding the Triumph motorcycles, checking those out. And then I have another demo day set up where I'll be riding BMW motorcycles. So both of these are at the same dealer. I've been to that dealer a lot of times. They sell all different brands of motorcycles. And I asked them also, I said, can I take a Honda Goldwing out? They're like, no, you can't. Like, come on. Good morning, Larry. Good to have you on board this morning. Motor Rambling is in the house. Pizza 18 says, when Honda released the 2018, they sent a lot of dealers a demo bike. Well, that's good to know because I have not been able to find somebody to let me ride a Goldwing. And I'm fearful because everybody that has the Goldwing, and Pete, I think your Goldwing is not is it DTC? Yours has the clutch, right? I'm thinking on the motorcycle, guys, I need a clutch. I don't want an automatic. Not that the automatic's bad. There's not, like on the Can-Am, amazing concept, amazing ride. But on a Goldwing, on a two-wing motorcycle for control, I think I need a clutch so I can feather it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's see. He changed some mine. Yeah, okay. I thought yours was a 6-speed manual, so that's kind of where I'm leaning. That's what I would like to have. The DTC is amazing on a biker set, and I'm sure it is. Mike Killy 7 and Moose love theirs, right? Absolutely love it. But then I watched a guy in Florida that teaches slow speed maneuvers. You guys probably seen his videos. He puts out 5 a week. Super nice guy. I can't remember his damn name, but he said that he gets people in the course on the DTC automatic, and a lot of times they drop the bike because the way the shifting works when you're off the throttle when you're coming around. He said it's a lot of rear brake action at that point, trying to maneuver the bikes in those slow speed maneuvers. And guys, not that I do a lot of slow speed maneuvering. I don't even think that's a thing that you have to worry about. It's kind of like today when they teach kids today how to parallel park. Guys, there's no towns anymore. Where do people parallel park? I don't know. They go to the mall and they just pull straight through, right? I don't know. They go to Walmart. They go to Target. They go to these Macy's, right? They all have parking lots. They don't parallel park. I think it's a thing of the past. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, so right, the ABU, DTC, I don't know what the ABU is. What's ABU mean? I don't know what that means. Slow speed is not hard on the DTC. Leave it in rain mode. Okay, well, there's the tip, anonymous biker, for sure. And like I said, I love the concept. I love the idea. The worst thing you could ever have, and this is HDR, the first rally we ever went to was Roar on the Shore in Erie, right? We went up there. We had the 2011 Electric Glide Classic. And, rally traffic, guys, is bumper to bumper anyway. And I'm on the clutch, first gear, second gear, on the clutch, second gear, on the clutch, first gear, on the clutch, second gear, on the clutch, first gear. She leans over and she goes, I'm glad I'm not driving this damn motorcycle. And because you had to keep being on the clutch. So if you had an automatic, guys, I think that would be awesome. No more clutch hand, right? No more clutch hand. I had a gentleman the other day. It's interesting because with the Royal Enfield line, all of them, the Himalayan, you tend to get a lot of older gentlemen riding those bikes. And the guy said he watched my video, as well as a lot of other videos, not just mine. He was very interested in Royal Enfield Himalayan. So he went out and he bought himself a classic 350, okay? And he said the only problem he has is he has arthritis in his hand. And he's having a hard time keeping the clutch in because of the arthritis in his hand. That's where these automatic bikes would come in splendidly, right? because we do get older. We talked about that earlier in the show about health scares, about things that happen to our bodies, right? We can't control it, but we know in our mind we're still 20 years old and we want to ride motorcycles. And guys, I seen there was a thing on the other day because I watch so much YouTube. Guys, once you have YouTube Premium, you will love YouTube, right? I since I got YouTube Premium, I'm always watching YouTube now because there's no every 3 minutes is not a commercial. Okay, and uh, and don't get worried, people still get paid because I'm paying YouTube, and if I watch your video, like Pete's 1800, watch his video on your analytics, it'll say right on there, premium subscriber, and show you how much money you got because I watched your video. But it's just good for me because I don't have to watch the commercials. Okay. Well, I watched this lady on there. They're interviewing her. She's still riding. She's 90 years old. 90 years old. She said, I've been riding motorcycles my whole life and I'm not going to stop now just because age is catching up to me. She said, now my bikes have gotten smaller over the years and lighter, but I still love to ride my motorcycles. Guys, that's amazing. 90 years old and you're still riding motorcycles? Unbelievable. I love the woman. Watch the video. The interview was fantastic. Ashley, I'm second for 400 north, just north of Barrie. I live in Main Roads. Wind Road Therapy's in the house. Bob Nelson. I got a Facebook message last night from Judge Norman. Judge Norman's another great rider, right? A buddy has a DCT African Twin. It does great, even in rough terrain. Motor Ramble. I didn't even know they made an AT or a DCT African Twin. But Fords are a real problem, Bob Nelson said. The DTCs in Fords. DTCs, I guess that means something. Does that mean like direct transmission clutch? Direct transmission? I don't know what DTC stands for. And I've learned this week in education and teaching, you can't give a kid an acronym and think they're going to know what it is because they've never heard it before, right? I've heard of DTC. I just thought it meant like no clutch, you know? So I don't know what it means. Okay, Bob Nelson said dual clutch. Thanks, Bob. I didn't know what that meant. Let's see. Just going through some of this chat room here. I'm not questioning. Northern said, I would like to reach out and offer help and prayers. That's what it was. Jerry Poland, Harley Day Ride. Thanks, Rin. Thanks, WRT, Wind Road Therapy. It's funny because, did you ever watch Howard Stern? Howard Stern always has his sidekick. Can't remember her name for the life of me again because I'm getting older. I can't remember names. When you watch Support Bikers, and when the show was on the other night, right? Support Bikers, and we did a thing on live streaming. And you got Toby Northern over here in Wind Road Therapy. I swear to God, it's like watching. It's just like watching, a Howard Stern and his sidekick. They're that good together. That's what I mean. I'm not saying negative about that. They're good together. They play off each other. They know the questions. They know what they want to talk to you about. And, that's the big thing. I think the biggest thing, and I'm going to try to remember the quote that I gave you. Honda is putting the DCT in a lot of bikes now. My sister Debbie wants to ride a motorcycle. The biggest part of her life, she wants to ride a motorcycle. She said she's retired. She has all the time to travel in the world. She wants to cruise around the countryside on a motorcycle, but she doesn't want to clutch. So, and I told her, there is automatic bikes. So it's nice that Honda is bringing out the smaller bikes with the automatic clutch in them, right? Or the automatic shifter. So that's a wonderful thing. Like I said, Wind Road Therapy, and I appreciate you having me on this show for sure. If they ever contact you, usually it's either Wind Road Therapy or Toby Northern or Northern Adventures. Toby, you'll always be Toby to me, brother. They'll contact you through one of the social media outlets and ask you to be a guest on their show. If you can do it, if you can put the time aside to do it. Because I tell you what, they're doing a great thing for people, especially the motovlogging community. They're helping people out. And we talked a lot about the other night about live streaming, about software. They told me live streaming sites, guys, I never heard of before. And there's so many of them, you know. We talked a little bit about why I use OBS. The reason I use OBS and I don't use StreamYard is because I'm cheap. And no, I can't pay StreamYard $20 a month, or I think it's $210 if you pay yearly or something. I just can't stand a logo on my videos. I just can't stand it. It drives me absolutely nuts, unless it's my logo, right? Um, so you're using their service, but at the same time, you're selling their service. But remember, guys, if you're monetized, this is a big thing. If you're monetized, then they should be paying you to advertise on your channel, right? You shouldn't be, and I know you're using their service, and that's the way they're getting money back from you because you're free advertisement. But maybe just pop it up every now and then. It's not leave StreamYard on the screen. I think it's stupid. But so I use OBS because it's free software. It hooks directly into YouTube. All you do is go to OBS, go to your streams, sign into your YouTube account. When I create my YouTube, my upcoming YouTube show, you know how you go to YouTube, you go to like schedule a live stream, schedule it in YouTube Studio, and when I open OBS up and I click live streams, it's listed. You just click it, and everything's set up ready to go. You click go live, and you're live. Just that easy. Really, really a piece of cake. The DCT is harder to control. Oh, good morning, Wonderama. Wonderama. Good morning to you. Maneuvers. Beginning with the better off the clutch equipped motorcycles. Well, that's good to know. Can-Am. Jeff Sayer. Smarty Cowboy. Okay. Toby Harder. Our next workshop topic is how to handle haters, trolls, and negative comments. There's a lot of ways to do this, and I used to talk to Mike Killy 7. We used to chit chat back and forth more than we do now. We don't talk a whole lot now, but early on, Mike would try to reason with a hater on your channel or a negative comment. Would try to reason like, why would you say that? The intelligent level of a hater, somebody that leaves a negative comment on your channel, somebody that leaves something nasty on your channel, these people do not have the intelligent level to reason with, right? You heard it here first. That's just a simple fact. Miss ACR tried to reason with somebody when they said something very negative about teachers on Instagram. And she's trying to talk to him and reason with them. Again, I said, you can't reason with idiocracy, right? Or idiocy. You can't reason with that. They don't have the moral capacity to reason. All they want to do is put negative stuff up because one, probably most of the time with YouTube is somebody's a little pissy because you got 10 more subscribers than they do. Maybe somebody's mad because you did a topic that they did. Whatever. The best possible way to deal with haters and negative comments, guys, don't acknowledge it, right? Don't acknowledge it. Just delete it. What I do is I click on it and I click on ban the user. And when it says ban the user, a pop-up window will come up and I put on there for harassment and negativity. Okay? Harassment and negativity. What that does is if you just delete it, they can still comment on somebody else's channel. Once you ban them, then YouTube looks into that and doesn't allow them to comment on anybody's channel. So that's what you do. And it also removes the comment from your feed. So pretty much that's easy, right? Good morning to, let's see, Patrick's in there. Good morning, Patrick. My Dunn's Life in there. Good morning to My Dunn's Life. We have a great crowd this morning, as always. As always, I'm very humbled every Saturday morning when so many of you come in here and hang out with me. Paul said, I saw that Rims Motor Company was in an accident in Arizona this week. Truck may be totaled. And I don't know that channel. I wish I got haters. Means I have arrived, Pete said. That is a good point, Pete's Adventure, or Pete's 1800. That is a very, very good point. If you get negative comments, if you get haters on your channel, that means your channel is being seen. It's a weird thing, right? It's almost like a badge of honor, right? It's like, I have arrived. And that's a good point, Pete. So to get some negativity on your channel. Negative comments are more about the commenter than the content. Real Jackie Boy says. And I believe that is true. That is true. Here's the quote that I wanted to give you from a quote that I gave Wind Road Therapy the other night. She writes them down. I don't know, Wind Road Therapy, if you post these somewhere or not. So we talked a lot about live streaming versus doing a video. This was my quote. I'm going to try to remember this. When we live stream, you get to know the person. You get to know me when I'm live streaming. I'm sitting here with a cup of coffee with you, drinking your coffee or your beverage, and we're chit-chatting. So live streaming is getting to know the person. That's important. Motovlogging or your YouTube content, whatever that may be, is learning about what the person does. Okay? So that's the easiest form I can put that. Now, can you let people know who you are through your YouTube videos? Absolutely. I think, believe it or not, I also think another thing comes into play with this whole streaming thing, YouTube thing. Shorts, YouTube shorts are right in the middle. Because a lot of times YouTube shorts, you have the camera on you. Like I'll have the camera on me and the motorcycle, right? Be looking like this, like back at the camera. Now you have that marriage, right? So it's people learning who you are as well as what you're doing, okay? You have both. So YouTube shorts do have a place in society. But what it has done, and I teach children, what it has done is taken our attention span and put it about that big, right? Look at your videos. Most of your videos, if you watch the thing on the bottom, it says, most of your viewers watch for X amount of minutes. On a 7-minute video, say, most of your viewers watch for 2 minutes. That's it. They get the idea of what you're talking about. They comment and they're gone. Because we have no attention span anymore. I'm so glad that this live stream works, that everybody sticks around with me from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, right? We stick around for an hour. And live streams, believe it or not, if it's an hour long, most of the time, now you might scrub through it and pick out the highlights that you want to listen to. But if somebody's listening to this video later, they will also listen to it for almost a whole hour, okay? Why people listen to me for an hour, I don't know. But it's nice. It's an honor, right? So just throwing that out there. Real Jackie Boy says, I was all excited the first time someone gave me a thumbs down. I thought someone actually paid attention enough not to like what they just watched. Smash the thumbs up. Toby, thank you so much, man. Yeah, smash that thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. To give me the thumbs up on the videos there. I think Mrs. HDR is going away this afternoon, and I told you guys, I have some cement work to do. Now, guys, I don't know if you're a concreter, if you're a mason or whatever. I felt so stupid yesterday. I was at the lumber yard or whatever the heck. And I said, I want a bag of cement. I don't want concrete because I don't want the pebbles in it, right? I want smooth cement because I'm doing some smooth cement work in our basement, around the edges of our basement. Lady goes, sir, I don't even know what cement is. They don't sell cement. I'm like, but ma'am, the smooth stuff, I don't want no rocks in it. Oh, you mean sand mix? I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I just want smooth cement. Is that so hard to do? Smooth concrete with no rocks. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it's called sand mixture. I'm like, okay. So concrete is $2.50. Check this out. Concrete was $2.50 a bag with the pebbles in it. Buy a bag of sand mix with no pebbles, nothing added, $8.89. What the hell? Here's another stupid thing HDR did yesterday. So I drive around to the yard, go out in the yard and pick up your sand mix. All right, drive around, find the gate, go in, ask the guy. Guy standing there said, are you the one that bought the sand mix? I said, well, yes, I am. He said, well, just open your hatch back here. I'll throw her in. I said, okay, buddy. So I opened my hatch back up, and I walked out and told the guy, I said, is that sand? Is there just sand in there to mix? Or is that like sand cement? Like, if I put water in, does it get hard? Oh, yeah, buddy, it'll set up. Don't worry about that. Just put a little bit of water in her, mix her up there, and just lay her out. It'll mix up just fine. I was like, I felt so stupid, right? That's not what I do, right? Ask me about a computer hard drive, right? Ask me how to reinitialize a solid state hard drive. That's what I taught the kids yesterday. We were reinitializing solid state hard drives. Ask me about Conqueror Cement. I have no clue because that's not me, right? I have nothing. I don't know much at all. Jackpot Sam from Larry the Cable Guy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he was Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know. But he's like, man, you got to love Larry the Cable Guy, right? I was down with my sister. Now, my sister ain't a looker. My sister got some pimples. He's hilarious. Guys and girls, thank you so much for joining me here again with another Coffee with HDR here for another Saturday morning. And it's supposed to get windy here today. I'm glad it's not windy this morning. I got power. The live stream worked. Thank goodness everything worked as it should, because live streams can go awry sometimes, and that's just the way it works because you're live. Bonine always says that he likes doing videos better, and there's a good reason for that, because if you hiccup, burp, toot, whatever, you can edit it out, right? Live streams are live. Once it goes, and we can't bring it back. Thank you so much for watching me here this week. I appreciate everybody so much, so much. Prayers again, all of my prayers, I'm sure all of your prayers are going out for Sean Smoke, a wonderful, wonderful guy. Again, that just broke my heart to hear that this morning. And I have to figure out how to get a card to state of Washington, to wherever he may be. Guys, take care. Until next week, remember, I'll be on the road next week, so I'm going to, hopefully the hotel will hold up, and if not, you'll see messages coming from me if I'm not recording, but I should be on the show. I will see you next week. Until then, remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there, huh? And I will talk to you on next Saturday morning. Let me bring us over here. Harley Day Rider will be down and out in the beautiful HDR studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. I'll see you next Saturday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.